everyone, welcome back to Beyond the Bridge. And this is me, Bridge, as your host. So, I'm really excited for today's episode because for today's episode, this is about my segment, my other segment. So, as you remember last time, I posted a trailer about my new segment, which is Bridge the Gap. So, Bridge the Gap is a segment where other people can actually send their story. Other people can send their stories, and they can email me. They can send an email, and then messages through my Facebook or Instagram account. So as you remember, meron akong ganung segment na posted na. And I'm really excited for today because meron ng isang sender. Sobrang nakakatuwa kasi someone already sent a long email. Actually, it was sent 12:42 a.m. today. So I am recording this July 12, 2026, and I received the email 12:42 a.m. pero tulog na ako niyan. Actually, it's a Saturday. Oh no, Sunday midnight na or Sunday morning na to. Kasi 12 a.m. ako natulog. So, nagising ako ng 4 a.m. because meron akong napanaginipan. Minsan talaga gano'n ang body clock ko. Minsan 4 hours lang ang tulog ko, tas bigla na akong nagigising. So, there's a sender. She's a girl, actually. And she wants to be anonymous. And I'll read it first. Samahan niyo ako for today. Nabasa ko na siya. 4 a.m. ako nagising. Hindi na ako nakatulog. And ang dami nang pumasok sa isip ko. Sabi ko, parang hindi po pwedeng hindi ako mag-record agad kasi baka mawala yung mga nasa isip ko. And at the same time, baka kailangan na niya. So, malalaman natin lahat yan. Basahin ko na. First, ang nakalagay dito sa subject niya, confused. Tas may emoji na sad. Hello, Ate Bridge. I am 22 years old and I am still studying and now in my third year of college. I rather not disclose my identity and my true name. Luckily, I found your podcast on YT or YouTube while browsing. I am just so confused lately. I know nowadays, situationship or no label relationships are kinda trendy. But I actually entered this kind of shit-tuation, and that's how I labeled it since kami walang label. Oh, grabe naman to. Well, correct. Galing mo dun. You mentioned that your era is kind of ligawan tingi pa. Yes, correct. And I would love to experience that. But I feel nowadays, wala nang ganyang guy na kasing lakas ng loob ng mga guys in your era. And it's sad. So there is this one guy we met last year since we have similar friends. So nothing special happened like the thing they say is slow-mo or whatsoever. We are not that close kasi he's kind of cold sa akin at first. But one time, we attended the same party and kaming dalawa lang yung naiwan until midnight na magkausap lang in my friend's place. Since lahat sila tipsy na and kami naiwan na gising. We talk for hours, we get to know each other. After nung day na yon, madalas na kami ganon pag-party but we never continue convos through chats or call pag di na kami magkasama. Sometimes ako nauuna mag-reach out. Dalawa yung reach niya. Out but kinda timid pa din ang response niya. Pero iba siya when we are together. Kaya I understand na baka hindi talaga siya good when it comes to chatting or calls. But whenever my events, lagi na kami close until di ko na malayan, I am falling in love with him. And nag-assume ako bigla or nag-assume ako na baka we have the same feels. Kasi whenever we are together, he's so sweet, gentle, and clingy. As in, if some see us, they will assume na we have this relationship. Mhm. And then months pass, how we treat each other, ganun na. Until one day, he hugged me and planning to kiss me, but I insisted. Kasi wala namang malinaw kung anong meron kami. Then I asked him, how did we get this far? Ano to? Then he said, akala ko andun na tayo. Since we are always together and we are so sweet, we like each other, right? I said yes. I like him, but it should be him to ask me first if it's okay for us to be more than this, diba? And he said he is scared of commitment and we should just we should just try daw muna. And then I froze. Nakaka-froze naman talaga. Well, ate, I expected too much na one day he'll say he likes me and wants to move forward in what we have. So it means nagantay siya. But no, I have this dream pa naman na nililigawan, pinipursue, but I fell in love with him kahit wala pa. Kahit wala pa siya move, and I think I also showed him more na and moved too fast then in making him feel important kaya feeling niya ganun na lang. Then iniwan ko siya nung moment na yon, nag-walk out ako and hindi siya humabol as in kahit alam niyang galit ako. And after that day, ni walang call or chat. So sa sobrang nainis ako at umiyak na lang. So one day I confronted him and asked bakit wala man lang siya ginawa after ko umalis, and ilang araw ako di nakipag-meet sa kanya. Then he said lang na I'm giving you space because I know galit ka pa. Like wow. Ganun lang. Tapos ako pa pala iintayin niya to reach out. So I didn't argue na ate. I just walk out. And since that day, ayoko na siya makita. Kasi galit talaga ako. Pero honestly, miss ko siya. Mahal ko siya and devastated ako. I can't focus na nga sa studies. Wala na din ako gana to go out. Then a month passed. Bigla na siya nagparamdam through chat. Kinakamusta ako. And said he missed me. Nag-flashback yung sakit. Like, hello, wala talaga siya pakiramdam sa ginawa niya. Na parang wala lang nangyari. Then, di ko na siya in-entertain. One day, nagkasalubong kami. Then, he tried to talk to me but umiwas ako. Kwento sa akin ng friends ko na friends niya din. Nag-iba daw siya lately and always asking about me. Asking daw kung paano ko makakausap. Then, vocally, sinasabi niya na I'm so special for him pag tinatanong siya about me. Di ko na alam kung maniniwala pa ako. I don't have friends na matatanungan ko since pag nag-open ako sa friends ko, wala silang masabi sa akin. Parang ayaw din nila makialam. So I am doing my best to be okay on my own. Di ko alam kung pagpapagbigyan ko pa ba since baka pag sinabi ko na mga gusto ko, mag-agree naman siya. Or baka na-realize na niya lahat. It hurts because I miss him. But I don't know what to do. I'm sorry. I don't believe in any religion as of now, but I know there is God. And I thank him. Siguro dahil I saw your video about Bridge the Gap. Bridge the Gap. And I am so shy to approach anyone, but in a way, while I am typing, medyo gumagaan naman. And some of your vids made me feel calm somehow. I hope mabasa mo. I am looking forward to hear opinions from you. Also, want to start learning about God because now I don't know who I can run to na genuine ang response. Thank you, Ate Bridge. I'll wait for your response. And hindi ka nagkamali kasi ikaw lang naman ang kauna-unahang nag-email. So, natutuwa ako sobra. Sobrang tuwang-tuwa ako kung sino ka man. Dahil nakalagay sa email mo, love everybody. Sige, I'll call you love na lang. So love, sobrang thank you. Kasi ikaw yung kauna-unahang tao na may urge na mag-send ng story niya. And nakakatuwa kasi naghihintay ako. Tapos nung nakaraan, feeling ko parang yung bridge the gap hindi pinapansin. So, nakakatuwa na may pumansin. Thank God. Thank God. Kung feeling mo gumawa ng way si Lord para makita mo yung podcast ko, gumawa rin ng way si Lord for me para maging easy yung feeling ko na hindi ko maramdaman na walang kwenta yung bridge the gap ko. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's go back to the story. Okay? Dun sa first lines or sa first part ng story, you said na masarap ang nililigawan or you want to experience na nililigawan. So I think this guy is the first one na parang nagkaroon ka ng something. So I'll assume that kasi hindi naman clear yung sa kwento. And yeah, tama ka. Dapat naman talaga nililigawan tayo. Dapat hindi pa rin nawawala yung essence ng ligaw. Guys nowadays, I'm really sorry to say this, but ang daming tamad na guys. Karamihan ng mga nakikilala at nakakausap ko na nasa 20s, karamihan na, hindi ko sinabing lahat. Karamihan, they are just waiting for the girl to initiate. Kahit na gusto na nila yung girl, they will not do something. Kasi nga, dapat pag i-approach na nila yung babae, sa isip nila, dapat merong cue na gusto sila. 'Di ba? Parang, sige, sabihin na natin na yung mga lalaki ngayon, alam din naman nila yung self-worth nila lately. So, siguro baka ganun nga. Siyempre, kumbaga, I'll understand pa rin their part, 'di ba? So, sa mga lalaki to, most boys na kilala ko, they have that thing na they will not initiate something if wala silang nakikitang something from you. So, hindi talaga sila aamin until ikaw umamin. And, ladies naman nowadays, sa sobrang gusto natin yung guy, gagawa tayo ng paraan, di ba? Pag gusto natin yung isang tao, walang hindi sure. Pag gusto natin yung isang tao, dapat clear lahat kasi gusto mo nga eh. Hindi ka dapat, ikaw bilang receiver, hindi ka dapat nagiging confused kung talagang gusto ka ng tao. Kasi kung gusto ka ng tao, sasabihin niya yun. Mahirap yung hindi clear. So, good thing, kasi you try to clear things out. And minsan kasi tayo naman, nag-a-assume naman kasi agad tayo. Alam mo, pakitaan tayo ng magagandang bagay. Nako, as I said sa episode 4 ko, pakitaan tayo ng mga bagay, maging gentle sa atin, maging gentleman sa atin, suyuin lang tayo ng konti, bumibigay na kasi tayo eh. Tapos nag-a-assume na tayo na, ay, ito na. Or feeling natin, ito na talaga yun. Baka talagang he's into me na. And minsan, kasalanan din naman ng other part na we assumed agad. But, yun nga eh. Tayo mga babae, there are times na sobrang lambot natin when it comes to that. And I would say, marupok. But, yun nga, good thing that you try to clear things out. And good thing na you walked away and never chase. Ang galing mo doon, girl. I'm so proud of you. Very good ka. Very good ka talaga. Yun. May mga guy kasi talaga na in this era, parang it's for trend na. Parang trend na yung situationship kasi it's the safest. Like, pag hindi kayo na-work, pwede na lang biglang, okay, stop na natin to. Wala na to. Parang nagiging trial na lang. 'Di ba? Yung parang, for me kasi, you're being coward. Parang, for me yung mga no-label relationship and situationship, it's too risky to say this, but I'll say it anyway. Anti no-label relationship talaga ako, sis. Hindi dahil sa ira ko, na sa ira namin, syempre may ligawan, tas talagang pagka, kasi may lalaki na may gusto sa'yo, talagang sasabihin niya sa'yo agad eh. Talagang ipo-pursue niya kanya agad nung ira namin. And iba-iba naman kasi talaga, oo. By situation naman talaga yan. Hindi naman lahat pareho. Pero, alam mo yun, somehow, kahit papano, yung mga nasa trentahin na ng mga kabatch ko, if they like someone, talagang they say it naman. They are always clear. 'Di ba? Medyo sa kalagitnaan nga lang ng relationship, malamang may mga nangyayaring di maganda, but ganun talaga ang relationship. Parang when you enter a relationship, you're risking something. It's a risk. Parang nga sugal yan eh. Hindi mo alam kung may babalik ba sa'yo, kung mananalo ka ba dyan. Ganon kasi ang relationship. So, siguro sa part naman ng iba, naiintindihan ko kasi baka naman mamaya talaga, they scared of it. And they are guarding their heart na wag masaktan. But, hindi pa rin kasi dapat ganun yun eh. Kung ikaw, ginaguard mo yung sarili mo na masaktan, tapos ikaw naman makakasakit ka ng ibang tao, edi, ano naman magiging gain mo doon, 'di ba? Oo, na-guard mo nga yung sarili mong heart, pero nakasakit ka naman ng ibang tao. And they are not ready, but they show service and admiration, or di lang talaga nila alam kung paano papasok sa relationship, may mga ganon. And sa part mo, love, good thing that you ask about it first. Kasi tayo namang mga girls, yun nga as I said, nag-a-assume tayo because we have this fantasy na baka this is it na, and not being ready for the disappointments. Parang karamihan sa mga babae, risk taker when it comes to relationship. So, kaya tayo sulong ng sulong lang when we feel something. Parang okay, baka hindi naman masamang itry. Ganun naman kasi tayo minsan. Yun nga, pag hindi clear ang intentions ng isang lalaki, it means walang love doon. It may be attachment lang, infatuation. Baka na-attract lang talaga siya sa'yo. Baka hindi pa love yun. Kung sa'yo naging love na, baka sa kanya hindi pa. Because he's not sure. 'Di ba? So, if you feel confused, run ka na lang. Love should be comforting and not confusing. Pagka talagang love ka ng isang tao, dapat lahat sure. Kasi ikaw din naman, pag kayo lahat ng nakikinig, pag mahal nyo ang isang tao, ano ba ang love sa inyo? Pag mahal nyo ang isang tao, kaya nyo nang gawin lahat eh. Kasi love mo eh. Sa friends, ganun din. Sa family, sa mga anak, sa mga parents, ganun. Pag sumain nyo yung love, 'di ba? Pag love mo ang isang tao, walang hindi clear diyan, dapat. So in times like this, I'm really thankful talaga that my podcast reach you. You know, I'm so amazed how God moved in this situation, and this is actually my vision. Nakakatuwa lang na may kumagat. Grabe. And I also experienced this feeling na you want to be pursued and you want to be clear. Kasi ako nga personally, I don't enter relationship na walang clear intentions. As I said, or as I mentioned, I am anti-no label relationships or situationship. Because for me, it is only for cowards. Mga duwag. No accountability. And as you mentioned, sinusuyo ka niya. Why? Parang ano kasi, sinusuyo ka niya, siguro dahil he finally realized your value. Kaso, for me lang, make him learn his lessons too. Kasi actually, eto lesson na to for you eh. Na next time, hindi ka na doon sa hindi sure. So, if naging lesson din siya sa buhay mo, ganun ka din sa buhay niya dapat. Kailangan matutunan niya rin yung lesson na hindi lahat ng bagay madali lang nakukuha. And he should realize it. He realized it. I think he realized it. And it will actually stay. And he will carry it for the rest of his life. That's the consequences of his actions. And kung nafe-feel mo na you feel sorry for him, don't be sorry for him. Because God also teaches him his lessons. Tinuturuan din siya ng Lord as of the moment, I know. Na dapat sure siya kung magpapakita siya ng ganung attachments, dapat sure siya, di ba? Kung hindi pala siya sure, dapat hindi niya na pinasok. He should avoid it. Di ba? Maraming paraan, napakadaming way. Communication is the key. Ako lagi ko sinasabi yan sa mga episodes ko. Lagi ko sinasabi sa mga episodes ko na communication is the key. Communication is really important. Di ba? Mahirap ba yung sasabihin mo na lang, sige, sabihin na natin. May mga tao na hindi conversational at ang hirap-hirap sa kanila na i-explain yung feelings nila. Yes, may mga ganun. Okay, sige. Pero, hello, kung sino yung mga nanonood dito na ganun kayo, habang buhay ba kayong ganun? Habang buhay ba kayo na hindi magsasalita? Kasi nga, hindi ako conversational eh. Wala kayong growth? Ayaw nyo bang mag-grow? Ayaw nyo ba tumaas man lang ang conversational skills nyo? Magkaroon man lang kayo ng ganun? We should always aim for learning. Diba? Dapat natututo tayo na event out yung mga nararamdaman natin kasi wala namang hindi na naaayos sa magandang usapan. Diba nga, ika nga ng mga matatanda. Lahat naman napapag-usapan. Bakit ang hirap-hirap? And ito pa, naalala ko, sabi mo dito hindi siya ma-reply, hindi siya mat-chat, mat-text. Okay, may mga ganun tao. Totoo yan. I've known a lot. Wag. Ako kasi, share ko lang, ako, pet peeve ko talaga yan eh. Lalo na kapag importante yung mga sinasabi or kailangan may pag-usapan kayo importante. Tapos biglang, ang tatamad nila magre-reply. Okay, busy kayo, pero alam mo, pag may mga bagay naman na tinatanong sa inyo or kailangan nyo pag-usapan, sana naman kayo ng time na mag-reply. Kung hindi nyo kayang i-explain or pag-usapan, pwede nyo naman sabihin na siguro next time na natin pag-usapan or busy ako, tsaka na ako babalik sa'yo or tsaka ako nababalikan tong conversation na to. Pwede naman ganun kasi ang dami namang way. Kasi mga hindi nagre-reply. Paano kung yung tao na nag-chat sa inyo, kailangan kayo and at the moment, hindi kayo nag-reply? Diba? Tapos hindi nyo na na-save yung tao. Message din to sa lahat. I know that hindi naman dapat tayo accountable sa mga tao sa paligid natin, kahit friends pa natin yan, 'di ba? Pero baka in a way naman dahil sa mga little acts natin, we can help someone. Or yung simpleng comfort, baka kailangan kasi nila. So always reply. Okay? Yun lang naman. Okay. And then, let's go back. For you, love, I know it's really hard. Been there. Nasaktan na ako, ilang paulit-ulit na. Ang dami kong experience dyan. Hindi ko lang makwento lahat. Masakit malaman na may mga taong hindi kaya mag-risk for you. Masakit yung hindi ka kayang i-pursue, panindigan. Masakit yun, sobra. But I want you to know na God is moving into your life right now. Kaya nga siguro nakita mo tong podcast ko. You know, sometimes God is letting you experience that pain so you'll learn. So you'll find the strength in it. Sobrang marami kang matututunan sa journey mo na to. Hindi pa pwedeng hindi. And as I said nga, sobrang nakakatuwa na umalis ka kagad. 'Di ba? Ang galing mo doon. Ang galing mo doon sa part na 'yon. So, madami talagang mga bagay kasi na hindi talaga pumapabor sa mga gusto natin. Kasi nga, God knows lahat ng mga nangyayari. 'Di ba? May kasabihan na mama knows best. Pero actually, sa buong buhay natin, God knows best. And God knows that it is not for us. Pag alam niya na hindi talaga yun yung nilaan niya for us, gagawa naman din siya ng way para ma-realize mo din na hindi yun para sa'yo. Minsan hindi natin naririnig kaagad, minsan hindi natin nare-realize agad, pero pag na-realize natin, magiging na tayo dyan, fear na tayo na, okay, alam ko na to. And He is preparing much better for you. What you feel is really valid. valid yan. Kung nalulungkot ka ngayon, kung wala kang gana lumabas, kung wala ka ng social life ngayon, kung gusto mo mag-isa, valid yan. Mas okay nga yung ganyan eh. Pero wag ka naman sana mag-iisip ng kung ano-ano while you're alone, ha? And mahirap talaga yung wala kang nasasabihan eh. Totoo yan. There are many reasons why. Siguro dahil siguro pagka nagre-reach out ka sa mga friends mo, wala silang masabi as you said, or busy yung mga tao, or masasaya sila, ayaw mong sirain yung momentum. Hindi ka makapagsabi sa parents mo kasi syempre baka hindi ka nila magets, meron kang ganong feeling. Pero next time, you try to find someone na masasabihan mo. Actually, baka naman pag sinabihan mo yung parents mo about it, maintindihan ka naman nila kasi parents mo sila eh. That's also one thing that I learned from my life. Kasi dati, when I had hardships, sinasarili ko kasi nahihiya akong mag-share. Kasi baka mamaya makasira nga ako ng momentum or busy sila. Or baka hindi naman nila ako maintindihan, baka hindi rin maging valid. Pero kahit na ganun, may makikinig at makikinig pa rin sa'yo. Lagi kong sinasabi yan sa podcast. Lagi kong sinasabi yan sa mga episode. Imposible na walang ipapadala ang Lord para makinig sa'yo, dumamay sa'yo. Hindi ka hayaan ni Lord na mag-isa sa journey na to. I promise. Tingnan mo, baka one of these days, di ba, magkaroon ka ng friend na bigla mag-reach out sa'yo, ganyan. And, sana nga, i-update mo naman ako, if ever, na ano mang mangyari na after this. Yun nga, God is preparing much better for you. What you feel is valid, na nawalan ka ng gana, and you always cry, and that's okay. If you always cry, it's okay. It's healing. Crying is healing. Nakakagaan ng loob ang pag-iyak. Minsan nga kahit wala naman ako iiyak, minsan gusto ko umiyak, iniiyak ko. Tapos gumagaan yung pakiramdam ko. Healing siya. And then, sabayan mo pa ng habang umiiyak ka, nagpe-pray ka, nagpapa-comfort ka kay Lord. Minsan mararamdaman mo na parang ang gaan. Siguro, God is embracing me. Parang ganon. May ganon akong feeling sometimes. And then, bigla na lang gumagaan yung ano ko, para akong baliw na umiiyak ako, tas later on, parang ngumingiti-ngiti na ako, titingin ako sa salamin. Totoo to ha, hindi to kabaliwan. Ito yung practice ko sa buhay, natitingin ako sa salamin, ngingiti ako, tas kaya mo yan. Lagi ko kinakausap yung sarili ko. Alam mo, Bridge, kaya mo yan. Para kang tanga. Minsan nga ako basher ng sarili ko eh. Yung sinasabi nilang kakampi mo yung sarili mo. Sarili mo na lang ang meron ka, kakampi mo. Minsan hindi, magkaaway kami nito eh. Pero hindi, yun nga. Minsan kinakausap ko yung sarili ko. Nakakagaan din naman siya ng loob. So, malay mo, try mo rin, di ba? Wala namang mawawala. And, it's kind of new to all na, eto sasabihin ko ha, medyo new siguro to or baka may narinig nyo na rin sa iba. Pero, para sa akin ha, namnamin mo lang yung sakit. Mapapagod ka rin eh. Pag napagod ka, ikaw na mismo bibitaw. Namnamin mo lang. Sakit ito. Actually, ako ganun eh. Minsan bumabalik pa ako doon sa place. Tatandaan ko talaga yung lahat. Yung talagang tinotorture ko yung sarili ko. Parang pinapagod ko siya na saktan ko ng saktan. Puta ako sa place ng mga memorable sa amin. Magmuni-muni ako. Ganun ako kahit nung high school eh. And good thing lang kasi, ako dati, kapag ganyan, nababroken ako, may mga natatakbuhan naman ako. But as for you, I understand na wala. So, at least you have me, Ate Bridge. Okay, and hayaan mo lang na umiyak ka. Mag-emote ka, magpahinga from everyone because I've been there. Tested na yan. Yung di mo makuha yung gusto mo, disappointments, anger, panghihinayang, lahat mararamdaman mo yan. The moment na nag-iisa ka, marami kang matututunan actually. And that will be the perfect opportunity to find yourself, to know who you really are. And it's good to know that you know your value. Yan naman ang pinaka-bilib ako sa'yo. You know your value. And good thing na you're still into ligawan thing. Kasi ang sarap talaga sa feeling. And alam mo, hindi pa huli ang lahat ng bata mo pa, 23 years old ka lang, ang dami pang darating. Baka mas gwapo pa dun. Baka mas may emotional intelligence pa. And minsan, we can actually pray for it. Maging ano tayo. Maging specific tayo maglambing sa Lord na, Lord, gusto ko ng ganito. But, syempre, kapag ka nag-pray naman tayo, maging patient naman tayo when waiting for the right one, di ba? Hindi naman yung porket may darating, yun na. Di ba? Minsan may mga green flag sa tingin mo, pero red flag talaga. So, be careful. Siguro next episodes, pag-usapan natin yung mga green flags and red flags na yan. And it's good to know your value. I'm really amazed. Kahit gustong-gusto mo na siya, you still walked away. You never compromise yourself from that relationship. You always remember your worth, and that's good. Meron kang, idea of ligawan thing. And alam mo, sa lahat dito, sa generation nyo ngayon, sana ibalik nyo. Kasi masarap yung ganong feeling. And sa mga lalaki, be brave. Sa part nyo naman kung hindi kayo sagutin, at least, di ba, you tried. Marami pang babae. Lagi nyo tatandaan yan. Ilang bilyon ng tao dito sa Pilipinas o kahit sa ibang bansa, malay mo, afam pa, di ba? Taga ibang bansa pa pala. Di natin masasabi yan. And, you never compromise yourself, and God removes something or someone you think important in your life kasi nga, mayroon siyang better plans. When God removes something or someone you think important na sa buhay mo, there will be a better replacement for sure. Tested na yan. Sometimes kasi we force some things, we always have to keep forcing it, and tayo yung napapagod. Dapat alagaan natin yung sarili natin. Self-love. Huwag natin hayaan na huwag natin i-force yung mga bagay. And sa part mo naman, sa tingin ko naman, hindi mo naman finorce. Very good ka dyan, girl. And sometimes kasi we saw potential kapag nai-inlove tayo na baka ito na nga yun, but God knows the full story behind it. Alam ng Lord kung ano iniisip ng kabilang side. Alam niya rin kung ano nasa puso mo at nasa isip mo. We should trust Him and let go of the things na alam mong hindi makakapagbigay ng peace sa'yo. Nasaktan ka, but God doesn't want na masaktan ka pa or mas malugmok ka pa doon sa relationship na yun. Kaya inalis ka na niya agad. He revealed everything, and that's amazing. God's amazing love. And do what's best for yourself. Become the kind of person who radiates kindness, confidence, and peace. The right people, opportunities, and blessings will naturally be attracted to you kapag you value yourself. So keep it that way. God will restore you, and God lead you to my podcast kasi nga alam niya kung saan ka mas makakagain ng knowledge, ng wisdom, ng strength. It is His way. And it's really amazing talaga. Nakailang amazing na ako. Kasi amazing naman talaga si God. This is the bridge He has prepared for you to walk on. Trust Him with every step and promise kakayanin mo. Di agad mawawala yung sakit, pero kakayanin mo yan hanggang dulo. And I remember a verse na pinangahawakan ko talaga lately. And i-share ko siya sa'yo. Okay, I'll just open my Bible. Okay, kasi nasa Isaiah yun eh. If you have time to read your Bible, try to read it. Comforting ang mag-read ng Bible kasi sometimes there are some messages na nire-reveal ng Lord sa'yo. And try to actually read Isaiah 43 verse 2. It says here, "When you pass through the waters, I will be with you. And through the rivers, they shall not overwhelm you. When you walk through fire, you shall not be burned. And the flame shall not consume you." Napakaganda nito. Actually, nung nabasa ko to, na moment na parang ang dami kong iniisip. Nung nabasa ko to, parang medyo gumaan talaga yung loob ko eh. And kahit anong mangyari sa buhay natin, kasama natin si Lord. Kakayanin natin kasi andyan siya. May assurance na God will never leave us. in this journey. He will walk with us. Kakayanin mo yan. Kaya ang lagi ko ngang prayer kay Lord kahit anong mangyari sa buhay ko, as long as alam ko na nandiyan ka, always be visible. Lagi mo ipaparamdam sa akin na nandiyan ka, Lord. Kasi yun na lang ang meron ako. Yun ang magiging strength ko para kayanin ko hanggang dulo. Mahirap yung journey na tinataha ko, yung bridge na nilalakaran ko. Maraming darating sa akin para batuhin ako. Pero alam ko, poprotektahan mo ako doon. Dahil meron ka magandang purpose sa lahat ng yun. Merong magandang reward na darating sa akin kapag narating ko yung pinakadulo. Kasi beyond that bridge, there is something greater waiting for me. And sa'yo, love, there are greater things na darating. May naghihintay sa'yo beyond that bridge. So always remember, you are worthy, you are precious. Thank you so much, love, for sending your story. Sa mga makikinig, I hope na marami kayong matutunan dito and please try to apply it. Huwag naman din syempre kayong ma-pressure na i-apply to, pero somehow consider it. Sana sa lahat ng mga nakikinig. And again, thank you so much, love. I hope that you'll be okay. Sana may update ako after months. I'm really open, for your stories. So thank you so much. And I think that will be all for today. Thank you so much for everyone who tuned in. Sobrang na-appreciate ko kayo. Kahit konti pa lang yung followers ko at subscribers ko dito sa YouTube. But I'm still blessed and I'm still happy na may mga friends pa rin akong sumusuporta sa akin at family. Thank you so much and may God bless us all. This is Beyond the Bridge and I am Bridge. So keep moving forward, one bridge at a time. Goodbye. Thank you.